All right, welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into the hidden science of an absolutely incredible, yet totally humble, local superfood. Today we're unpacking the scientifically backed secrets of Centella Asiatica. Now, if you're in South Asia, you probably just know it as Gotu Kola. It's this everyday leafy green that is quietly, and I mean completely, taking the global scientific and beauty communities by storm. So let's dive right in and explore exactly how this incredible little plant performs absolute magic on both our brain power and our biological aging process.
Let me start off by asking you something. Is fighting brain fog costing you an absolute fortune? You know exactly the feeling I'm talking about, right? That heavy, sluggish sensation in your head. Those annoying memory lapses where you walk into a room and completely forget why you're even there. Or just that daily, uphill battle to stay focused. In our super fast-paced world, people are throwing ridiculous amounts of money at artificial solutions, just trying to clear away that mental cloudiness.
And that really brings us to this fascinating crossroads. On the one hand, you've got these expensive, synthetic, artificial nootropics, pills and powders engineered in labs that basically cost an arm and a leg. But on the other hand, we have everyday, local Gotu Kola. The ultimate revelation we're unpacking today is that the massive global medical and beauty industries are becoming absolutely obsessed with this humble green plant that's probably just sitting right there on your dining table.
Okay, let's get right into section 1. Rewiring the brain. So, for the longest time, the scientific consensus on this was pretty grim. Scientists honestly thought that once our brain cells died off as we aged, well, they were just gone forever. But today, we know that is simply not true. And it's all thanks to this vital protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF for short. BDNF is the powerhouse behind neuroplasticity. It can actually trigger your brain to rapidly grow entirely new, healthy brain cells. It's literally rebuilding your brain.
The big question is, how do we get more of this incredible protein? Well, researchers are actually describing Gotu Kola as fertilizer for the brain. And here's the science behind that. Clinical studies have proven that this plant contains a very specific set of chemical compounds called triterpenoid saponins. I know, it's a bit of a mouthful, but when you consume them, these compounds rapidly and significantly boost those BDNF levels, creating the absolute perfect environment for your mind to flourish. And the results are just incredible. By boosting that BDNF, Gotu Kola actively renews your neural connections. It literally wires your brain to be more efficient, which accelerates your memory retention and your recall. But most importantly for our day-to-day lives, this process entirely eliminates that heavy, exhausting brain fog. You're effectively trading expensive synthetic brain pills for a natural leaf that actually does the job better.
Which leads us to our next major topic, Section 2, the anti-aging Cica magic. Now, if you have ever shopped for high-end imported anti-aging creams or serums, you have undoubtedly seen a premium ingredient heavily marketed as Cica. Brands charge a massive premium for it, right? But here is the crazy secret. Cica is literally just shorthand for Centella Asiatica. It's Gotu Kola extract. People are paying hundreds of dollars for these tiny little bottles of the exact same plant that cost literal pennies locally. It's wild.
But the beauty industry loves it for a very specific, scientifically proven reason. Consuming Gotu Kola rapidly accelerates your body's own production of type 1 collagen. This is the crucial structural protein that maintains your skin's elasticity and firmness. So by naturally boosting this collagen, Gotu Kola actively reduces facial wrinkles and rejuvenates your skin from the inside out. You aren't just rubbing some expensive temporary cream on the surface. You're actually giving your body the structural building blocks for youth.
All right, so how do we easily get this into our routine? Let's look at Section 3, 3 ways to consume. Method number 1 is all about liquid comfort. You just simply steep dried Gotu Kola leaves in hot water. Picture a visually pleasing cafe-style brewed green tea. It makes for a remarkably relaxing evening drink. Because of its unique chemical properties, it calms the nervous system right down and relieves stress after a long day. And the absolute best part? It doesn't cause drowsiness. So you can sip this while you keep working or reading completely stress-free. Method number 2 is an absolute culinary delight. I like to call this the world's best anti-aging salad, but traditionally it's known as the classic Sri Lankan sambol. You take fresh, beautifully chopped raw Gotu Kola leaves and mix them with freshly grated coconut, some diced red onions, a touch of green chilies, and a bit of salt. It makes for this incredibly aesthetic plating and a vibrant, crunchy, fresh addition to literally any meal.
But wait, there is a brilliant dietary synergy you have to know about here.
When you make that fresh sambol, you typically squeeze some fresh lime juice over the top, right? Well, by combining the fibrous Gotu Kola with the vitamin C from the lime, that vitamin C acts as a catalyst. It literally doubles the rate at which your body absorbs those collagen-boosting nutrients. It is an absolutely perfect scientific pairing happening right there on your plate.
Now, of course, we live in the real world. Sometimes you just don't have the time in the morning to brew a tea or chop up a fresh salad. I get it. So method number 3 is for the busy learner. Utilize a high-quality, pure Centella Asiatica extract supplement. You can easily find these online or at good health food stores. Just make sure you're buying a reputable, pure extract, and you can get those exact same brain-boosting and anti-aging benefits in just a few seconds a day. So as we wrap up, I really want to leave you with a provocative thought to chew on today. Why are we paying millions for artificial meds and overpriced creams when natural magic is quite literally already on your plate? We've seen the science, whether it's rewiring your brain through neuroplasticity to completely banish brain fog, or boosting collagen from the inside out to keep your skin youthful. Centella Asiatica is an absolute masterclass in natural medicine. So I challenge you to embrace this cost-effective, delicious superfood instead of falling for those expensive synthetic trends. Give it a try. Let your body experience the magic for itself. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep learning.